Right now, the governor signs off on a new massive hotel and casino that has been years in the making.
And President Biden announces billions of dollars in funding to help get kids back to in-person learning.
Plus, a Madison shooting suspect on the run now for more than 48 hours as the city's homeless shelter imposes new safety measures.
This is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining us. Ho-Chunk Beloit Casino, years in the making, is one big step closer to becoming a reality.
Governor Tony Evers has signed off on plans to develop the project's 32-acre site. Madeline O'Neill explains why and tells us what the timeline looks like on this project. Maddie?
The Ho-Chunk Nation, Rock County leaders and City of Beloit leaders are eager to get building. Now, this casino will be just north of the Illinois border off I-3990 with the potential to be one of the biggest casinos in our state.
It's almost surreal to be at this point in the approval process.
It's been a decades-long buildup.
There have been other proposals with other tribes to try and attempt something similar. But this is by far the most impressive project, the most holistic.
This specific casino proposal from the Ho-Chunk Nation, which started the application process in 2012, includes 300 hotel rooms, 45,000 square feet of meeting and convention space, and a 40,000 square foot water park.
It is truly an entertainment destination.
One that promises jobs, about 2,000 in construction and 1,500 permanent jobs once it's finished.
This is going to be the cornerstone of the economic recovery from the pandemic. We're really excited about the amount of jobs this creates, not just for Ho-Chunk people too, because this will be a fantastic asset in the greater Beloit community.
There will be a real impact on our entire population, but certainly those that may not have had as many opportunities historically. So I see that as a win-win as well.
It's a win-win for the city and county, too, with a revenue sharing agreement, giving them 2% in casino winnings, with 70% of that for Beloit and 30% for Rock County.
This project has been a long time coming and is a game changer for Beloit.
After the long buildup, the next step is to get building.
With the very real possibility of seeing this under construction, certainly within the next year.
There are a couple more administrative hurdles, including the federal government approving taking the land into a trust and the Ho-Chunk Nation amending its gaming compact with the state. But then construction can begin likely in phases, but the official plans for this have yet to be finalized.
Maddie, thank you. We got to look outside now for downtown Madison. More on and off showers again today, a little breezy. It's already been a bit of a wet week already.
It looks really nice right now. Meteorologist Dana Fulton is on the backyard patio with our first warn forecast.
Charlotte, you're very right. Compared to where we were at earlier this evening, it's not too bad outside, especially when those wind gusts were really kicking up early today. Looking at our Doppler track, there are some steady showers further north. Right now, southern Wisconsin sitting in a dry spot. Cloudy outside, but no rain coming down for us. Temperatures are in the mid-40s with that cloud coverage. We won't drop too much for overnight lows, likely landing in the mid to upper 30s, but our wind speeds have backed off quite a bit. Right now we're in the single digits, and our wind speeds earlier today were in the mid to upper teens for sustained wind speeds. Peak wind gusts close to 30 miles per hour in Madison, 39 in Monroe, and 33 in Janesville. So a very windy afternoon and evening. Now, as we look ahead to tomorrow, we will have some scattered showers developing. That's going to lead to a little bit of accumulation for us into early Friday morning, mainly for areas south and east of Dane County, with that rain passing through overnight into early Friday. Temperature-wise, as we look at this 10-day, we'll have a few days close to average, but much of the 10-day as we head into April will be above average. So a little bit of a mild stretch expected for us, but we will take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes.
Milwaukee Public Schools, the largest school district in the state, will soon return to in-person instruction. School board members made the decision late last night in a meeting that lasted more than 7 hours. All employees will return to school in less than 3 weeks on April 12th. Then the district will begin a phased reopening plan for students. President Biden today announced the release of $81 billion to get kids back into the classroom and address inequity caused by the pandemic. The money comes from the COVID-19 relief law. It's part of the Biden administration's effort to get more schools, most schools, opened in the president's first 100 days in office.
Help is here for schools to purchase PPE, hire additional personnel like nurses, counselors, custodial staff, improve ventilation and sanitation, avoid devastating layoffs, and give students extra support. You know, help is here to help students make up for lost time and lost learning.
The administration is releasing the funding for schools to all 50 states, the District of Columbia and Puerto Rico. President Biden called on states to take the next step, saying they should move quickly to get the resources to school districts.
Across Wisconsin, health officials confirmed 776 new COVID cases today. Now, that's a significant jump from yesterday's 338. Overall, cases are trending up a bit. 10 more people have died. An additional 41,000 people did receive doses of the vaccine in the past day, and we're approaching 900,000 people, a little more than 15% of the state now completing their vaccine series. That includes half of all people who are 65 and older, and 105,000 of those live right here in Dane County. That means more than 19% of Dane County is fully vaccinated.
In a sign the worst of the pandemic may be behind us, public health officials in Dane County say a record low number of people are in the hospital as a result of the disease. Public Health Madison in Dane County says as of yesterday, only 12 people in the county were hospitalized with COVID-19 and only 3 people were in intensive care. A new study finds 7 in 10 people hospitalized for COVID-19 have not fully recovered 5 months after discharge. The study conducted in the UK finds when the participants were followed up with, only 29% of people say they felt fully recovered, while more than 90% of people had at least one persistent symptom. Mental health was also affected, with more than 25% of people having clinical symptoms of anxiety or depression. A new study has confirmed the antiviral drug remdesivir shortens the duration of illness in people with COVID-19. The study was published in the journal JAMA Network Open. It doesn't mean that remdesivir is a cure, but the findings do add to evidence that the drug can lighten the burden of coronavirus. In October, it became the first drug to get full FDA approval for use in treating COVID-19.
The man Madison police think shot someone inside a homeless shelter on the city's east side this week is now charged with attempted murder, despite still being on the loose tonight. Police say surveillance video shows Ronald Stevens arguing with the man and then shooting him 3 times at close range. Stevens is being considered armed and dangerous. Do not approach him if you see him. Doctors say the victim is lucky to be alive. The court documents say one wound is right below his heart, another in his thumb and in his side. The victim has a collapsed lung, but doctors did not have to operate him. In fact, they are leaving the bullets where they are for now. Going forward, the shelter will also have increased security. Starting tonight, 2 security guards will be on site each night from 5 p.m. to 8 a.m. Guests will also have to go through a weapons and metal detection screening process before being allowed in.
A procession this evening for slain Boulder, Colorado police officer Eric Tolley. It traveled through the Denver metro area where the public was invited to line the route and pay their respects. Officer Tolley was killed by a gunman inside a Boulder grocery store on Monday. He was one of 10 people to be shot and killed there. His body is being taken to a funeral home in Aurora. The suspect is due in court tomorrow morning. The hearing is meant to advise 21-year-old Ahmad Alisa of the charges he's facing, his rights, and the next court date in his case. Alisa faces 10 counts of murder and an attempted murder charge stemming from the rampage. After back-to-back mass shootings, and some lawmakers calling for stricter gun regulation, the gun industry is preparing for a surge of sales. Research groups have found that whenever there are moves for gun control, people buy more guns in fear they won't be able to again. Industry experts say it is too soon to know how the shootings will affect sales of firearms. Figures from federal background checks won't be released until next month.
The Department of Homeland Security doubling funding for its terrorism prevention grant program. That program was established under the Trump administration. It will now provide $20 million to various organizations. That's up from the $10 million it awarded last year. That funding was already authorized by Congress before the new administration took office. A QAnon supporter from Nashotah, Wisconsin, appeared in Waukesha County Court this morning to face state and federal charges. Police say 31-year-old Ian Allen Olson opened fire with a paintball gun at an active Army base in Milwaukee while shouting, quote, "This is for America," as he aimed at Army reservists. No one was hurt in the ordeal. The judge ordered that he is not to use or possess any firearms, including paintball equipment, during his trial, and he'll be back in court in May. The fencing installed around the Capitol after the violent riots in January is being scaled back. Capitol Police tweeting all of the fencing surrounding the outer perimeter of the Capitol has now been been taken down. The public will once again gain access to the Capitol grounds. However, police say the inner perimeter fencing remains while the department works with law enforcement and Congress to strengthen security.
Still to come tonight, a massive backup happening right now in one of the world's largest shipping canals. Plus, for the first time since the start of the pandemic, the UW-Madison Marching Band is getting back to work. Stay with us.
Match your tax refund at A1 Furniture. Save up to 40% off. Plus, get 4 years free financing and get tax included on purchases over $499. Two-piece sofa and love seat or sectional, just $899, tax included. Match your tax refund at A1 Furniture.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Yeah. With great deals, get ready to turn your dreams into reality.
Right now, save big with a complimentary first month's lease payment on a new 2021 Corolla. To learn more, visit Toyota.com.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
With iCare, you can receive up to $1,200 in over-the-counter benefits to buy brand name and generic products. Shop in-store or get the items delivered free from our catalog. Rest easy. iCare is looking out for your health needs.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here to help.
Joe knows that harnessing renewable energy today like we're doing leads to a healthier planet tomorrow.
Joe fights for fair wages for working families because he comes from one.
Joe Parisi apoya programas que mantienen a adultos de edad avanzada libres de caídas y seguros en casa.
Thank you, Joe, for all you do for all of us workers.
Gracias, Joe, por considerar a personas de todas las edades.
Thank you, Joe, for believing there's a better, cleaner way to power the county.
When you're the victim of an accident, it can feel like the weight of the entire world is on your shoulders. Why not let us take that crippling burden off your back? Havish, Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Match your tax refund on a new mattress at A1 Furniture. Top brands on sale. And get tax included on any purchase over $499. Plus, get 4 years free financing. With Queen Pillow Top, just $349. Match your tax refund on a new mattress at A1 Furniture.
Wisconsin makes millions eligible for the COVID vaccine. And this time, those with high-risk medical conditions are in.
They need it. They are anxious about this.
Madeline O'Neill finds out how state officials decide who goes next. Thursday on News 3 Now at 10. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Football games in Madison, well, they were a little different last year for many reasons, but while the team did get to play, the sound, that Camp Randall atmosphere, was missing.
Grace Hodek shares how after 15 months of being unable to rehearse together, the UW Varsity Band is back and in some ways better than ever.
Cue the trumpets. The sweet sound of the University of Wisconsin Band returns. Following a year of silence, the UW Varsity Band is marching to the beat of a new drum.
Just hearing those first few notes coming out of everybody's mouthpieces just gave me the chills. I mean, it's been a long time coming, so it's a good day for sure.
For the first time since the start of the pandemic, the band members are getting back to the marching field, but things look a little different.
I can imagine that it's difficult for them, but the important thing is we're together, and the wearing the mask is but a minor thing as far as we're concerned.
Band members and staff are regularly getting COVID-19 tested. To practice, they are being broken up into smaller groups, physically distancing, wearing masks, and placing bell covers on instruments. But even if it's more difficult, it's worth it.
My face has been smiling all day. It's just, there's nothing like playing with everybody here, so it was really special.
Grace Hodek, News 3 Now.
Due to COVID restrictions, the Varsity Band will not hold its annual spring concert this year, but Dr. Pompey says he is hopeful the Badger Band can return to mostly normal operations in the fall.
All right, check this out. Recovery efforts continuing in the Suez Canal today after a skyscraper-sized container ship became wedged across the vital waterway, blocking all traffic. The Ever Given, a Panama flag ship that carries cargo between Asia and Europe, ran aground yesterday in the narrow man-made canal dividing continental Africa from the Sinai Peninsula. About 10% of world trade flows right through there. It's particularly crucial for oil transport. Footage released by the Suez Canal Authority showed tugboats trying to nudge this enormous obstruction free, but it remained unclear when that route will reopen. A group representing several cruise lines wants the White House to allow cruises to hit the high seas again this summer. The Cruise Lines International Association plans to ask the Biden administration to lift the no-sail order for cruise ships. The CDC issued the order back in March of last year, but the association had already voluntarily suspended all operations. Now they're hoping the CDC lifts that order by early July.
A conservation success story. The American bald eagle population has more than quadrupled in the last 10 years. Scientists from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife's Migratory Bird Program estimate the population climbed to more than 316,000, with more than 71,000 nesting pairs. The Interior Department contributes the success to conservation efforts and wildlife protection laws. Bald eagles are no longer considered an endangered species, but they are still protected under federal laws. It will be a Wright brothers moment on Mars. Next month, NASA says the Ingenuity Mars helicopter will attempt its first powered flight. Before the historic flight on Mars, Ingenuity has to complete a series of steps over the next 2 weeks. Until then, it is tucked up beneath the rover and attached to its power supply. Flight on Mars is difficult because of the red planet's thin atmosphere, which is just 1% the density of Earth's at the surface.
Let's go to Dana Fulton now. She's got a look at our first warn forecast.
Right now it is still cloudy outside, but the good news as we look at our radar currently, no rain coming down. The rain is all further north or well to the south for us as we look at our Doppler track and travel down to Texas right now. A tornado watch stretching from Dallas on south as they've got a line right now of some very strong showers and thunderstorms moving through. That's been the scene for them for much of the day as they do have an enhanced risk for severe weather, again stretching from Dallas mainly south and west. And then for tomorrow, the severe weather threat is going to shift to the east. And tomorrow does look like a very active day for our neighbors in the deep south, for parts of Mississippi, Alabama, and even up into Tennessee, areas that have already seen several rounds of very strong severe weather just in the last several weeks. This will be swinging through for tomorrow afternoon and evening, something we'll be keeping a very close eye on. But again, that's well to the south for us. It's not expected to impact our forecast tomorrow. That's the good news. We're just going to stay a little cloudy outside and a little rainy at times for Thursday. Overnight cloudy. Thursday will also be cloudy. The chance for showers developing late in the afternoon on Thursday, mainly for areas south and east of Jane County. Now, once we get through that round of rain, we're back to sunshine finally on Friday. We'll wrap the work week with sunny skies on Friday. And looking ahead to next week, we will likely get a few more days of some sunshine to help dry things out for us. This system is continuing to drag a lot of rain further northeast, and you really do have to travel far north to see any sort of light snow mixing in. We still have cloud coverage lingering behind it, but no rain developing for us overnight. We'll start tomorrow off with temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. It's going to be a little cool outside early in the day, but seasonably cool for us. Mostly cloudy through the afternoon, and as we get closer to that evening commute, so late afternoon, the shower chances start to lift in, and we will have some pretty steady showers through the evening and overnight, again, mainly for areas south of Dane County, and those accumulation totals will be highest really along the Wisconsin-Illinois border. For early in the morning Friday, everything clears out as far as the rain and the cloud coverage. By daybreak, we're back to sunshine, and we are expecting mostly sunny skies for Friday afternoon. High temperatures will be in the low 50s. Now, as we look at our precipitation chances into early April, that 6 to 10 day outlook, starting to become likely that we'll be trending below average as we do have just a few chances for some light showers to build in, but it doesn't look like we have any big systems bringing a lot of rain for us for early April. Temperatures tomorrow will be in the upper 40s. We do have that rain chance for us developing late Thursday, though. 47 for us in Madison. Mostly cloudy skies. A little cooler outside with rain developing later in the day. 51 the high on Friday with mostly sunny skies. We'll be in the low 50s again on Saturday with another opportunity for light rain. Sunny skies expected for Sunday and the start of next week. And for the start of that week, we will likely see high temperatures close to 60 degrees. That's going to lead us into our next opportunity for some rain early in the day on Wednesday. Partly sunny skies expected for the end of the week, possibly a little rain chance heading into the following weekend, and that will be Easter weekend, so we'll be keeping a close eye on any rain chances then. But a lot of sun expected, some on and off rain chances, but it'll be nice to have a few dry days in there so things don't get too soggy and muddy for us outside.
Nice to see temps near 60 again. This mix at night, that little question you keep asking at the bottom.
Not concerned about accumulation with that, but could see a few snowflakes, could see a few sloshy spots for us, yes.
Let's just delete that. Let's just get that off. Dana, thank you.
That's wish casting.
Still ahead tonight, sports fans say they are ready to return to stadiums around the country, and an inside look at the lab that is keeping the NCAA tournament afloat. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Wild East Town Honda is Wisconsin's Dealer of the Year. Save with 0% financing for up to 60 months on over 400 new Hondas at Wild East Town Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
Get your outdoor projects done at Menards with AC2 pressure-treated lumber. This high-quality lumber can be used to build all of your outdoor projects. Right now, all AC2 pressure-treated lumber is 11% off. Add a distinctive finishing touch to your home with Novik Stackstone polymer panel. They're wind-resistant up to 160 miles per hour. A 4.93 square foot piece is $16.99 after 11% rebate right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
In the race for Greene County Judge, only one candidate has the experience to keep us safe, Jane Bucher. As an attorney, Jane Bucher is the only candidate with deep courtroom experience handling over 2,300 cases. Jane Bucher is the only candidate to help start a drug court, saving lives and reducing crime. And Jane Bucher is the only candidate endorsed by hundreds of community leaders, judges, and attorneys.
As your judge, I'm prepared to make tough decisions, treat people fairly, and keep Greene County safe and strong.
You expect students to make a mess in schools, but the superintendent, under Deb Kerr's leadership, the Brown Deer School District was a financial mess. Kerr's district's accounts were overdrawn by $500,000, slamming her district with late fees. And instead of firing the employee responsible, he was given paid leave, costing taxpayers $136,000 more to pay him to do nothing. Scandals, cover-ups, taxpayer money wasted. Deb Kerr, the wrong choice for state school superintendent.
So if we're going to spend a third of our lives sleeping, shouldn't we try to get the best sleep possible? That's why Denver Mattress is all about that sleep life. And during the Super 7-Day Sell-Off, save big on the Doctor's Choice Firm, now just $569.99. Check out the budget-friendly Summit Firm for only $237.49. Or save $300 on Tempur-Breeze and Luxe Adapt mattresses and get a $300 gift, plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
We drive everywhere to help our son reach his dream of becoming an elite swimmer. So we enrolled in the Know Your Drive program with American Family Insurance. It gives us discounts for safe driving, which comes in handy, no matter where his dreams take him. With Know Your Drive, save up to 20% and get closer to your dreams.
American Family Insurance.
Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
At Wild East Town Honda, lease a new all-wheel drive HRV for $189. That's $189 and absolutely zero due-it signing. Save on over 400 new Hondas at Wild East Town Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back as we break from the NCAA tournament until Saturday. Have you noticed the red-hot Milwaukee Bucks lately? Within a game and a half of the best record in the East, 29 games left in the season, hanging on for dear life tonight to earn their 8th straight win over Boston, 121-119, avoiding a last-second loss after leading by 25 points in the third. So many scores, 7 of them in double figures, led by Chris Middleton, game-high 27, the same two back at it on Friday.
A new survey found sports fans are ready to attend games in person again. The company Oracle Food and Beverage surveyed 1,000 Americans about the subject. More than half say they plan to return to watching sports in stadiums within the first 4 months after they reopen. 32% say they will be back in the stands immediately. Sports venues across the country have started to reopen, but with limited numbers of fans attending games. The Wisconsin men's basketball team is going to look a lot different as another senior announces he will not be coming back next season. Micah Potter took to social media to announce he is moving on and will not be coming back. Potter averaged over 12 points and about 6 rebounds per game for the Badgers this year. He came in as a transfer from Ohio State and helped the Badgers win the regular season Big Ten championship last year before COVID hit. Along with Potter, seniors Nate Reavers, Aleem Ford, Demetric Trice said they're ready for their next journeys.
Well, as we mentioned, a few more days before the Sweet 16 returns to the court this weekend, with the Elite 8 games actually starting on Monday. But one lab in particular has really been working overtime to make sure the tournament is conducted safely. Rich Van Wyck reports.
Far from the excitement and drama of March Madness, there is another team that's not on anyone's bracket. Workers in IU Health's pathology lab are laboring 24/7 as they process COVID-19 tests. Results will determine whether teams stay and play or go home.
It's incredibly humbling to be able to help an organization be able to put on an event like this, and then to put on one that is just means so much to Indiana and in fact the nation.
Athletes, other team members, coaches, and game officials are tested every day. The numbers are staggering. This laboratory is running about 2,100 tests a day. They've already run more than 18,000. They'll run 28,000 before the tournament is over. Helping the laboratory workers are 850 volunteers administering, transporting, and gathering those thousands of tests. Results are ready in 8 hours or less.
There is some pressure because there's a sense of we have to deliver this so that we can keep this tournament safe. But I think in the end, we know that if we do this well, we can keep this tournament safe.
Should we happen to detect virus, we run multiple confirmations to ensure that that is the correct result.
Clark Day has a seat at the Final Four Command Center. He watched the process work out when VCU and a handful of game officials were eliminated from the tournament because of positive test results.
I wouldn't say alarms went off, but the response was immediate.
Nobody wasted their time. Nobody questioned it.
Nobody questioned it because of the process that we have in place.
With no other positive test results, it appears as if the virus was contained, an indication that the NCAA and local health officials' game plan to keep everyone safe is perhaps working and letting the big dance play out.
That was Rich Van Wyck reporting. There's only one Big Ten team still competing. That's Michigan. They'll play 4-seed Florida State on Sunday. You can watch it right here on CBS, and we'll be right back.
Furnish your home in good taste with Pletz Furniture. Shop for new ideas from a large selection of quality name brands in stock and ready for delivery, including Lazy Boy, Sealy, and Amish-made furniture. Pletz Furniture in downtown Baraboo. Quality furniture at lowest prices.
New 2021 Camry. Drive for only $199 a month. You've been waiting, and it's back. It's the Ready, Set, Go sales event at East Madison Toyota with huge savings on new 2021 Camry. Just $199 a month, plus complimentary first month's payment. Ready to save big? Then go now to East Madison Toyota. New 2021 Camry. Drive for only $199 a month at East Madison Toyota off I-90 and 151.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here to help.
Every child, no matter their zip code, should have access to a great public education.
As a former teacher and superintendent, I know what it takes. I've led schools to high student achievement, I've expanded preschool, and I've balanced budgets. My opponent can't be trusted. She's backed by Scott Walker, and she tried to cover up a $500,000 financial scandal. Our kids deserve better. I'm Jill Underly. As state superintendent, I'll always do what's best for our kids.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
If you rank 20 midsize SUVs by lowest maintenance cost, the Volkswagen Atlas and Atlas Crossport rank #1 and #2, beating Subaru, Toyota, and Honda. So really, the only thing better than a Volkswagen is a Volkswagen. Now's a smart time to get into a Volkswagen SUV at our Sign Then Drive event. Lease a new Atlas Crossport for 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month's payment, and 0 due at signing, or get 0% APR financing for 72 months.
Furnish your home in good taste with Pletz Furniture. Shop for new ideas from a large selection of quality name brands in stock and ready for delivery, including Lazy Boy, Sealy, and Amish-made furniture. Pletz Furniture in downtown Baraboo. Quality furniture at lowest prices.
Join me in the 608 weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, I believe this is right up Eric's alley. Miller Lite is releasing 3 limited edition candles with distinct smells reminiscent of a night out. The collection includes candles that smell like a dive bar, game day, and a beer garden. The candles are for sale across North America. Miller Lite says all of the proceeds will go to the United States Bartenders Guild. It's a nonprofit that supports bartenders and other service industry professionals.
I think it's a great idea. It takes us all back to our college days, right? Yeah. The weather office has that Canalti musk smell.
That's what it is.
From time to time.
We're creating a Gary candle for everyone. That's going to be, instead of the weather calendar everyone keeps emailing about, I'm doing candles next year for you guys. We are expecting temperatures tomorrow in the upper 40s. Rain chances developing in the afternoon and evening. Can see a little bit of a mix late Thursday night into Friday. Sunshine for Friday and temps next week close to 60.
We love you, Gary. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good. We'll see you here tomorrow.